They said gray paved the way, chased the rain, release the pain, least you sane, getting paid, trend setting, brighter days, doper raps, tighter sets, high and deadly, I'm a fighter jet, journey came.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? We're finally on the last topic. I know you guys are sitting there like, oh, it wasn't crazy for us, but we've been sitting here for 46 minutes already. So, I want to talk some NWA 74. We just previously talked the CYN takeover thing, but now, you know, we got to talk some MLW. We got to talk some Taya Valkyrie, Davey Richards, and I want to talk. I go from the meh to good. I'd rather finish strong. Give you the meh.
Yes.
Now, Taya Valkyrie versus Kamille. I was actually excited for this because we have seen Kamille, and we say this all the time. Jorge says it all the time. Prior to COVID, if you do your homework, prior to COVID, Kamille was very green, right? She was on. There was nothing special about her. You know, beautiful, strong woman. Salute. That's what she was. But in ring, she was whatever. She went through COVID. Obviously, you know, with the love of her life with Thomas Latimer, they put that work in. Both of them stayed in great shape. Both of them trained their asses off. Kamille, her first match back was against was it Genocide? I think was her name.
Yeah, Genocide. Yep.
And we were like, oh, snap, this is a test because Genocide is not a small girl. Kamille, we don't know if she can hang with her. And that was the beginning of, oh, shit, Kamille is here. Camille's making a statement. Now, she's been, I think, the longest reigning women's champion of all time, right?
Yes. I want to say, or close to Burke.
Or close, okay. And she just dominates. She's looked amazing. She keeps growing and taking another level. Taya, you know, has a great pedigree and is a great wrestler. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a dope test for Kamille because let's see what, you know, happens with her and Taya. Kamille still looked like Kamille and Taya looked kind of slow to me. And I was like, I expected so much more out of Taya to deliver a big time main event, a big time main event. And I felt that Taya felt like the less talented of the two. And I was like, that can't be because I know Taya's work. And I'm telling you right now, if you're a hip hop head, when guys in our era, in the 90s, when they did tracks together, they were trying to top the other one. Kamille ate her up. And I'm going to tell you that now. I don't care if you get offended or not. Kamille ate Taya up. And that shit surprised the shit out of me. Kamille, that all goes to you.
You know, when this match was announced, I'm not a Taya fan, but I was like, man, this is going to be kind of cool because he'll give a test to Kamille. I don't see Taya beating Kamille anyways, but at least you see Taya coming out with the AAA title and the MLW title. So I said, okay, we got to see the MLW on her waist. She came out with no titles. So right there, I was already mad as hell, pissed off. I don't follow her on social media. I know you do. And then I asked you, has she have any pictures with the MLW belt? She goes, you told me only one pic, and it happened after she won the belt.
Yep.
So since June or whatever, she has one picture with the MLW belt. She hasn't defended the MLW belt anywhere. Or she's about to now, I think, in next week in some show I never heard of, but she's going to do it there if it doesn't get canceled. You have no mention of your MLW belt whatsoever, not one pic, not sitting in the corner somewhere. Hey, I'm having a drink. I'm chilling here with my MLW belt. Like Ranjay, what's his name? Because your homie.
Davey?
Raju.
Oh,
Rohit, when he won the Impact X Division title, that man took a picture every single day. I'm here chilling, having a cup of tea. The X Division title is right next to him in the picture. I'm here driving. The X Division title is in a seatbelt. I'm doing this. The X Division title was right there. Everywhere he went, every day he took a picture. The title is right next to him. He sold the shit out of the title. He made that title feel important again. You cannot do that. You cannot take a picture of the title anywhere. Oh, I'm playing with my dog and the title's here watching, keep an eye on me. You can't do nothing like that and make it funny and say, okay, she's giving some respect to the title. Do nothing. Nothing. It just makes me pissed off. Like you are becoming, oh, well, I'm wearing these titles here and here and here. So what the hell is the point if you're not going to show them off? If you don't care about the MLW title. For that shit, you should have given it to Holly Dead. I'm pretty sure she would have had a bunch of knives on the table with the MLW title. I'm preparing my knives to cut something off, and the title is helping me out. You know, shit like that. Make it funny, but she's like, oh, she's giving some respect and some attention to the title. Nothing, bro. Nada. Whatsoever.
So, now, hold on. This is Taya's thing. That middle one is the N.W.A. where she won it. If you actually go to her account, there's like 50 pictures. She's got multiple ones with Impact Wrestling, not one with MLW. If you look at MLW's post, and this is the part that frustrates me because it's not because she doesn't promote the belt. That wouldn't bother me if it wasn't the first ever featherweight champion. The fact that it is the first ever featherweight champion, it should be marketed. You know what I mean? Yes. It should be feeling special. Having somebody who doesn't market your product, why would I care? Like, it doesn't. They don't even take it seriously. So, not because I'm saying she doesn't, but she doesn't market it at all. And if it's my company, I don't really care about everybody else's belt. I want you to promote my belt, especially being the first ever. And it does get me because we did feel a certain way because she just got thrown into it and she won. Like, come on now. Like, Holly Dead was killing it all year and you just gave it to her. You know what? Fine. It's your company. You do what you do. But when we sit here and we keep it 100 with you, not because we're being biased or unbiased, but we're saying what we think, you can feel however you want. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me. You still need to market this because you're the champ. Whatever. Salute to Kamille for smoking her. Davey Richards and what I called this guy Trill Bobby or something. I know his name wasn't Trill Bobby.
Yeah, Thrill Bill Bobby.
Thrill Bill Bobby.
Thrill Billy.
Thrill Billy.
Yeah,
there you go. Thrill Billy.
The Pollo Del Mar.
And I'm going to tell you, I went into this, we were talking crazy when we did the 74 Davey Richards show, and I was like, if this is more than a 3-minute match, I'm going to be surprised. Thrill Billy surprised the hell out of me. Now, I know Davey Richards is a phenomenal worker. He can make anyone look good. But Thrill Billy, they got something with that boy. Thrill Billy put that work in.
Now, let's change the scope now. What you've been saying about Kamille, about Taya, and now change it to Davey Richards. We didn't know he won the open weight title till we saw a picture on Twitter. Yeah, I was surprised. Like, oh shit, how the hell did this happen? Then MLW goes in the break. Okay, now we don't see how he won. But since that time, that on Saturday or Sunday was his third defense of the title.
Yes.
His third defense of the title. His not uno, not dos, tres. 1, 2, 3. 3 times he defended that title since he won that in 3 different companies.
And we haven't seen him win it.
In 3 different shows, in 3 different companies. And being the NWA 74, being the biggest show so far out of all 3 of them. And I think he already has another title match for the title again already coming up. So it'd be the 4th time. So you mean to tell me this man here is who has won hundreds of titles all over the world, is taking this belt seriously, defending it everywhere he goes, pictures everywhere, and you mean to tell me the other homegirl who has won hundreds of belts around the world can't take a picture, one picture since she won it, and put it on your damn social media?
Yeah, it's frustrating because the only
one it's the same company, and it's the same damn company.
I'm going to tell you, and I'm glad you said Rohit, because when Rohit won that belt, he made the X Division belt, to me, special again. Like,
because
it
it was almost down the dump when he won that belt.
But what I will say is the person that reminds me of that with MLW is EJ. Anytime EJ is working out, he's modeling, he's stepping out of cars. You always see him with the MLW belt. So you're like, holy cow, like, this guy, he's taking this seriously. He's showing I'm your champ for a reason. And he's not even a singles champ that he's going hard for. This is a tag team belt.
Tag team.
You know what I mean? Like, there's levels to this shit. I mean, like, salute to everybody who actually gives a damn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've never been a wrestler. I've never wanted to be a wrestler. I've won championships and things like that, and it was cool. But, that's team stuff. You didn't get, like, a belt. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're a major team in WWE gives you a belt. But, with wrestlers, you want to see them show that. You want to see them, like, look at me. I'm the champ. Everywhere I go, I bring this with me. I value this. Calvin Takeman, he always takes pictures with it. Damn, I'm trying to think. Alex Kane, that guy Alex Kane has that belt damn near everywhere all the time. It's crazy. But before I got to do this, I got to we're getting off of this because this man has like 2 minutes before his live draft comes up. NFL season is coming up. We're jumping. So, you know what? Talk to me before we got to get out of here.
I was going to say, Danny Jordan, who we've seen so many times, indie wrestler, female, who we've seen so many times in AEW and championship wrestling from everywhere. She won the belt. And every day on social media, day 27 as being your Papa champion, day 17, and every day she will take a picture with the belt where she was doing something, always showing the belt to make this belt feel special, feel relevant. And that's what you have to do. I know WWE people, AEW people don't do that shit, because they win better. But when you were in a smaller market like MLW, NWA, Impact is considered nowadays, you make those titles feel special.
Yes.
And you won the belt, and you said you're the inaugural champion, meaning you're the first one ever, and you totally have no respect whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure you ask her, well, that's the company's fault. How was that the company? I'm pretty sure she'll say some shit like that, and she'll turn it around. But Richards, who's in the same company, has defended the title 3 times already. In 3 different companies. And 1 pay-per-view, being NWA 74. Hopefully with permission. I'm guessing with permission, because I'm pretty sure he can just go up there and I'm just defending my title, whatever. I don't care. I don't care what Court Power says. I'm going to defend this title here on national TV on a pay-per-view. Okay, sure. So that right there tells me hopefully in the future you'll see some kind of NWA MLW mashup there because of his defending his belt there on their show. They could have one of their champions, hopefully even Kamille, come over, defend her belt. Shit, I wouldn't mind Kamille beating Taya for the MLW title. Give her both belts. At least she'll do something with them. Put some respect on them. So
I'm with it.
Plus, before we go, just in case, we always talk about we are for our people. We always say the same thing. We rock our urban stuff. Latinos, Black, Asian, whatever you are, we rock with you. We fuck with you. We do everything. So we decided it was time to take it a further step further and put our saying in our mouth. And we are sponsoring Gabby Ortiz coming up. I want to try to call it Gabriela. I call it my cousin on Twitter. But we are sponsoring Gabby Ortiz at the upcoming show September 17th from Delaware for Capital Championship Wrestling, which is an all-women's wrestling company. Just came out a couple of months ago. And Kylie King is their champion, and the Renegade Twins are their tag team champions. And they have a nice stacked card for September 17th. People are getting sponsored, so we're sponsoring Gabby Ortiz. She's going to represent Urban Wrestling Network at that show. So, like I said, we always rep the same thing. So instead of just always talking about it, I said it's time for us to show it and let, when you see the heads and you see the Urban Wrestling Network, oh shit, they finally put their mouth to it. So they put their foot in their mouth and they did something about it. So when Chef always says we're doing it for the culture, damn it, we're doing it for the culture. It's not a game. It's not a gimmick. It's not, I don't get up this morning. Oh, I'm Puerto Rican today. Oh, I'm this. No. We get up every mornings. You can smell that sazon baking already because you know where you at. You can smell everything. You already know. My auntie's here from Puerto Rico, and she bought a box of jautus, verduras, guineos, panas. Boy, I haven't had a pana in years. And it just brought memories back of 1970 something when I made a bunch of shit and I didn't like any of those. I'm like, I want the green stuff, the panas. And then she'll make one of my uncles, when they were kids at that time, go up to the tree and they get mad. Like, why you have to get that stuff for him? Because I'm the number one grandson. That's why.
Of course.
What I told you to do. Go get my shit pana. Hurry up. And then I eat my little sweet pana, boy. Whoo! And she just brought a couple. They made them yesterday, and they had leftovers. So I ate 2 days in a row, boy. And I'm full, and you cannot fake the funk whatsoever. So when Shell always says we live for this, is because we live for this. This is what we are. And if it happens again, we are going to be sponsoring somebody else when it happens again. If we see it, we're going to do it. That's the next step to Urban Wrestling Network. We're sponsoring shit if we have to. To show that we mean what we say.
It's like people get it twisted. We got love for everybody, but like, I'll be honest with you, we touch for our people because everybody else has representation for them. So we go hard for ours. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. Salute to everybody. As long as you put on a good thing, we'll talk good about you. That's how it works. So I think we touched everything we've had to touch. And I'm trying to get you out of here because you got your draft should be starting right now.
7:15 is the draft. I'm good. Take back a couple of minutes.
All right.
I wanted to touch on AEW back shit that they're going on. There was an interview today with Ricky Starks that I just read it a while ago, and how he's unhappy with how that nonsense is messing up with the TV part of it. And how more people are getting focused on the backstage stuff than what they're seeing in front of the stage, which is the wrestling. So when you said earlier in one of the pods where AEW had reached its ceiling, and I said that it has not as just reached the boiling point where the old originals were there are getting fed up with all the new people that are coming in and everybody's getting pushed out. And I think he's beginning to reach that point where now Ricky starts to say, like, dude, like, come on, man. And now WWE has Triple H now as being the focal point. And we just saw Santana Garrett just put a picture on her social media yesterday saying, this is not a flashback. Thinking that this is the flashback Tuesday. This is not a flashback, meaning this is just today. I'm back over here. And everybody remember she got let go from when they did one of the cleanups.
Yeah.
So if they're coming back, it's because they're sitting next to those phones, waiting for the phone calls to come back to WWE and see what happens the second time or third time around. So don't be surprised if you see people that you were seeing in AEW, MLW, Impact, or NWA. I just saw that guy in NWA. Well, he's now in WWE now.
I think what people are mistaken is like a lot of the issue right now, especially the new one, is Kingston and Sammy Guevara. Like a lot of people feel like why did that come up? Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't know Sammy. I don't know if he's a hothead. I don't know, but I will tell you, like Kingston, like people don't think that's a gimmick. Like certain guys are not gimmicks. Homicide's not a gimmick. Low Key's not a gimmick. Santana's not a gimmick. Kingston's not a gimmick. You're going to open your mouth and talk crazy to one of these guys, they're going to respond in a not wrestling fashion. Like, people don't get it. Not everything is a fucking work. You know what I mean? Like, everybody thinks, oh, we can say this, and no, like some people will punch you in your face just cause.
But the thing that gets me upset is why is Kingston, the king of always cursing on every damn promo, why is he getting upset because somebody called him out of shape or he's fat? Bro, Kingston has never met a gym that he didn't like. Why are you getting mad about what? You're getting mad about what? You are out of shape.
I don't think
shaping. You know this.
I don't think it had anything to do with him saying he was fat. I think that there was something involved where that was now I can say this because of this. Like,
yeah,
no way. Because listen, Kingston, you come from YO, and he's roughly around our age. You know how many fat jokes, your mama jokes that we used to tell our friends and everything else? There is no way that somebody saying, yo, you're fat, it bothered you. The kind of crazy shit that you would tell people back in the days, there's no way a fat remark pissed you off.
Bro, me and my brother are brothers. And there's sometimes I want to say fat jokes to him because he pisses me off. And then I go like, oh, shit, he's my brother. I can't. Because we have the same mom.
Yeah.
So I turn to his kids because they have different moms. And I go on them. Yeah, your mama fat this, your mama fat that. And I go, you talking about my mama because she's fat and ugly. So I take it out of my nephews and I take it out of my nephew because they got different moms. So I'm like, you can take it. What I do, because you were here, you were innocent bystander who caught the fire. But no, yeah, to that point, I would catch myself like, damn, we have the same mom. I can't shit about that.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, when you said Ricky Starks is somebody that we see when NWA came up. He was the first TV champion. And we were really blown away by Ricky Starks. Like, whoa, there's something special, right?
Dude, he wrestled 4 times that night because it was a tournament. And all 4 times he had 4 different outfits. I'd never seen that before. That dude came out in 4 different outfits. I'm like, come on, man. Are you serious?
He's a pimp. But
I was like, what? I fell in love with Ricky Starks. No, pause when I saw that shit because I thought that was the coolest thing I ever seen in my life.
But Ricky Starks
came out 4 different pants, the wristbands, the boots, everything was different. 4 times.
You give credit to Ricky Starks for being different, but Ricky Starks knows how to tell a story. Ricky Starks is great on a mic. Ricky Starks feels like a champion. You know, and people will say, oh, he's undersized. No, he doesn't feel like that when he talks. And I know this sounds weird. Now I'm going to throw my son's wrestling company. There was a guy, Remy, who went against Cutthroat Bison Clutch. Cutthroat is way bigger. I mean, like, when I seen the size, I was like, oh, man, how the hell is this kid Remy going to have a good match with him? Because size, and at the end of it, everybody's clapping for them in the back because they put on a hell of a match. And I was more surprised with Remy not looking small, even though he's so much smaller than him. He looked bigger than what he was. Ricky Starks is that guy. Ricky Starks, when he wrestles, he looks bigger than what he is. And then when he talks, he kind of has that, and don't get it twisted because I'm a Rock fan, but he has that Rock-ish kind of thing. And he kind of has that look where I'm like, if he gets put in a prime position and they do him right, he's going to be a superstar. And if he goes to WWE, that might be, besides MJF, the biggest signing from AEW because that's an AEW guy. He grew with AEW. If he goes there, it says a lot. It says a lot.
We saw Cody Rhodes is sent shockwaves. But now if you see somebody, you know, what the AEW original, a Janela, a Ricky Starks, a Sonny Kidd, somebody like that, that right there will tell you, okay, if they did that, there's some shit going on at AEW that Dave Meltzer and Sean Rapp or Sub, whatever, and all these other fake crap sheets are not telling us. They didn't tell us. Because you know how many different stories I read about the Thunder Rosa issue? Did she run to the bathroom? She didn't run to the bathroom. She was just, and then she was busted open, so she went to the. Dude, there's so many different stories, and the same thing with Kingston. And then I just read one earlier with Kingston not liking Cesaro or Castellanelli.
Oh, I know him as Cesaro.
Yeah, yes, Cesaro, but Casanelli. But yeah, gives the some issues, and King says that he don't like him, period. So
But how does he
now
know? Oh, Ring of Honor, is that what it is?
Oh yeah, because they used to team together before, back in the days, in Shikara a lot.
Oh, I didn't know that he was
back
in Shikara too.
Oh yeah, oh shit, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to dress like a bunch of like two like they're like two sail cars men. Because they had those suited ties with the bullshit ties and the shirts like that, and I guess that's why I knew each other from back then. But I guess there's some hatred Kingston's way towards Castanelli, so I don't know. It's just like I said, when I'll see it when I believe it. When something happens that you don't see on TV for a while, then okay, something happened.
You know what? And not for nothing. This is the weird part where are your veterans? If this is real, where are your veterans? Where are the guys like, yo, shut the fuck up? Like, guys, we got, hold down the locker room. Tony Khan needs to actually be an owner and not a 14-year-old booker. Like, this it's getting out of control. And if you start losing certain guys,
Yeah.
you're going to be TNA Part 2.
Yeah. Imagine if one of those companies, smaller companies, actually gets some kind of money back up. And there's like, something, we want you to go and get some guys. Here's the budget.
Oh.
Yeah, throw them a couple of million here and there, for 2 or 3 years, and start bringing some of these guys in, and you're gonna see, the different stories. But I'm still hoping one of these days I hit the lotto, because if I did, wrestling world is gonna change. That's what I said right now. I was praying I was that guy who hit that big $1 billion, boy, because I was gonna reshape the women's division in one company. We're gonna go, Chef, let's go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. My vision. We're gonna go this way. Enough of this break bullshit.
No,
we're gonna go hard.
Yeah,
we're gonna go ham. We want. Oh yeah, this is Unfortunately, this is a little. Yeah, we're gonna might take a little more urban, roster this time around. So
yeah, word up.
If you don't match this type of color, yeah, you might be doing some other type of job. You gotta match this type of lighting. If you don't look this type of color on the dolls, yeah, you might be having to go somewhere else, because there's gonna be a lot of urban stuff going on here.
Hey, I'm all with it. Listen,
we're gonna have a cookout in the ring.
Listen, we've talked their ears off for 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Yes.
Hurry up, because you got to jump on your, what is it, ESPN?
No, actually, ESPN was Monday. This is for Yahoo.
He got to jump on. His first draft pick is going to be a kicker. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you know I'm going to go with all kickers, brother. All kickers in my team.
Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, the big homie AB missing in action. We might have to put him on a milk carton because he's celebrating. I don't know. I think it's just a vacation. I think they just wrapped up a vacation.
His birthday, 41 or 42 or something like that.
41 or 42. He might be El Duque, hiding his real age. But happy birthday once again to the big bro. We out of here. Deuces.